Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. You guys know that this is your web development class and this is the 8th lecture. So in the previous lecture हम JavaScript पढ़ रहे थे, the basic concepts hit कर रहे थे. तो in this lecture we're going to study forward the JavaScript objects and arrays and all the elements inside JavaScript which are really similar to your C language, your object-oriented programming, because it's JavaScript, so it's a version of Java for a web browser. So let's go through it. First of all, let's go through the previous code. सबसे पहले we know we made a function called change जिसमें हमने एक variable declare किया which was a and it was a string variable, so we put double quotes on it. उसके बाद we asked our browser to create a alert window, and the input parameter for the alert window was this variable a which had strings in it. So the window will alert whatever is stored in the variable a. So let's take a quick test again. Refresh this, try the alert, and it says hi now because it's using the values inside our variable a. Okay, after that let's look at JavaScript objects. So in the real world, real life, there are objects, so we have to reference them. तो उसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, हम JavaScript के objects यूज कर सकते हैं जिसमें हम इन objects को multiple properties दे सकते हैं. इनको हम multiple properties कैसे देते हैं, just like the C और Java objects, हम एक object बनाएंगे. In JavaScript, objects are also variables. They are also taken as variables. तो अगर हमने एक ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना है तो it's going to be declared as a variable as well, but the inside of the variable we're going to change it. We're going to I'm going to show you it as we're going to make a property and the value of a property. तो just think of it, हमने एक property लेनी है. For example, a car, you know, has different properties, name, model, weight, color, etc. So उसका syntax ऐसे है कि हमने उनके the name of the property and the value of the property. This is how we declare the object. So we're going to do a practical implementation as well. But right now let's take a look of another example which is of a person. एक person का name होता है, first name होता है, last name, age, eye color, whatever. तो उसी तरह we're going to declare a variable called person, or this is a variable right now, but when we add property and value it's going to become an object. Just like हम एक variable declare करते हैं of the string type, like here, वो हमें कैसे JavaScript को पता चल जाता है this is a string by double quotes. और अगर इसको मैं single quotes में करूँगा तो it will know it's a character. और अगर मैं just एक number enter करूँगा like 15, control save, and उसके बाद मैं इसको refresh करके करूँगा तो it says 15, so it knows it's a number. Just like that, it will know it's an object with the property and property value syntax. Okay, so let's make this an implementation. So in the implementation I'm going to be using the variable person जो हमने as an object declare किया. So we're going to be using the property first name, last name and age, eye color. तो इससे क्या हो गया, हमारा एक object बन गया called a person. तो if I want to reference this person, तो उसके लिए क्या होगा, एक मैंने person बनाया. The object of a person has the following properties on default. अगर मैं new के कीवर्ड से एक new object बनाता हूँ, that's for later. So right now अगर मैं चाहता हूँ कि person की कोई भी property को access करूँ, so let's put it in the paragraph. अगर हमारा user try alert करे तो instead of the try alert let's make try प्रॉपर्टी, हमारे पास certain प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्ले हो जाए। तो लेट्स डू इट। document dot get element, okay, I don't have that much time, मैं copy paste, okay, so document dot get element by id, the id is p because we want to change the inner of this paragraph। so जब हमारा change वाला function invoke होगा, so it will run this, it will create an object, and inside the object I want to make certain, I want to get certain properties। let's go for the first name। तो उसका syntax क्या है? the syntax is either person dot first name, yes, okay, so this is the syntax for extracting the property of the object। so control save, let's test it, refresh, try, and we found John because we referenced the first name। तो अब हम क्या करना चाहते हैं? what we want to do is make different buttons, copy paste, sorry, copy paste, copy paste, 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 okay। अब मैं चाहता हूँ इनके नेम्स चेंज करूँ। I want first name here, let me fast forward, okay, so let's look at the result। अभी मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरे पास एक एप्लीकेशन हो, वेब एप्लीकेशन, जिसमें मैं जिस बटन को प्रेस करूं तो मेरे पास जो पर्सन हो, द करंट पर्सन ऑब्जेक्ट, उसके वो एट्रीब्यूट मेरे पास डिस्प्ले हो जाए। so for that I change the button names, the heading will be person attribute app, control save, instead of the a paragraph here I'm going to type press any button to view attribute, control save। now let's look at this, okay, since our app is set up, let's go for the function, okay। so what's happening here is document.getElement by id first name, okay, we're going to do this, but we're going to add if conditions। so this is the syntax of if document dot get element by id, and actually we need the logic के जब भी कोई पर्सन क्लिक करे, whichever button, हमने उसको आइडेंटिफाई भी करना है। so instead of this we're going to make changes in the function। so we're going to add an input parameter। so the input parameter will be a variable, sorry, we're not going to name it variable, we're just going to name it anything variable automatically। let's put it a की जगह कुछ भी हो सकता है, for now let's use a। so if a is equal to, let's say, fn, and let's put this as a string। ये कैसे चेक होगा? अब a के अंदर एक पैरामीटर हम ऐड कर सकते हैं. सो वी नो दिस इज द फर्स्ट नेम, तो चेंज के अंदर हम fn लिख देंगे like this, and this is wrong. Yes, fn actually leave the fn, just go for the numbers right now. 1 2 3 and 4. So instead of fn 1, तो हमें पता है फर्स्ट नेम के लिए हमने 1 सेट किया, लास्ट नेम के लिए 2, एज के लिए 3, आई कलर के लिए 4. सो हम इनको कैसे मैनिपुलेट करेंगे? एक इफ कंडीशन लगा के इफ a इज इक्वल टू 1 डॉक्यूमेंट डॉट गेट एलिमेंट बाय id p, हम इस पैराग्राफ को चेंज करेंगे. फॉर 1 वी आर गोइंग टू चेंज इट टू द पर्सनस फर्स्ट नेम. इसी तरह की लेट्स ऐड मोर कंडीशंस. इफ की मैंने ब्लॉक को नहीं चेंज फुल किया. ओके, कंट्रोल सेव एंड कंट्रोल C, कंट्रोल V. if 2, so person dot last name, it's not a capital, so last name. Control save. Let's test our program. Control V for first name, John last name, Doe. Okay, it's working. इसी तरह I'm going to show you some more ways of accessing your attribute. Control C, Control V, Control V for 3 and 4. We're making simple logic here. अब अगर मैं person और इधर, अब मैं person की एक property इधर लिखता हूँ called what's this one, 3 is age. Okay, 3 is age, so age was spelled with A-G-E. Okay, let me test this. Control C, age, it's not working. Why? Okay, because of this. Control S, refresh age. Why is age not working? Double quotes. Control C and now refresh. Okay, now it's working. So this is another syntax for accessing the property. So note down this one as well. अब हम क्या पढ़ेंगे? Yes, a function of a object. अब हम चाहते हैं इस object का एक function हो. So for that, let me show you the syntax. Control C. Okay, so मैं एक function लिखना चाहता हूँ इधर. I'm going to use a comma after this. Okay, call it what do I call it? Set fn. तो फिर इस फंक्शन से क्या होगा? रिटर्न दिस डॉट. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the first name is equal to set okay, return this dot first name. Okay, that's not last name, that's fine. Control save. Okay, and instead of last name right now, I'm going to call the function called setFN. SetFN. Okay, control save. This is the syntax for calling a function inside a object. So copy, refresh, and which one was that last name? Age John Doe. Okay, so I can't change the first name like this, but I can make a new variable and call first name, remove this dot, and then control save this and refresh, and eye color it's not working. फिर कोई मसला किया मैंने, what's it called, return first name, oh sorry, control S, refresh. Okay, now it's working. So this is a function within your object. This is how we do it. After this, okay, we've done accessing methods. Uske baad, what's more important, JavaScript functions, we already read this. Syntax, we know the syntax. You guys are going to read this yourself. I'm going to upload this whole document for you guys. Okay, now we're going to take a look at JavaScript arrays, which are the same as C arrays, so I don't think it's necessary for me to teach you the syntax. Also, in JavaScript, we're going to write it as a variable as well, but when we write the rest, it identifies it as arrays. So this is the syntax for an array. Okay, we know what an array is, creating an array. This is the syntax. So if I put a new keyword here, तो ये दोनों एक ही काम करते हैं. There is no need to put a new keyword. अब हम देखते हैं कि हमने array के elements को कैसे access करना है. तो उसके लिए let me demonstrate practically.